Hello everybody, welcome to the video. Today we are going to be doing a Warframe quest tier list. My last Warframe tier list did really good, so I'm hoping to do another here. Hope it does well. So, let's get right into this. I'm going to be ranking all these quests, all the quests currently available. It's all based on my opinion, it's all subjective. Please leave your tier lists in the comments if you want to, and leave a like and subscribe while you're down there. Alright, we're going to be going in no particular order here. So first off, we're going to start with Vor's Prize. So Vor's Prize, it was alright. It was the introduction to the game. It was interesting. It wasn't anything special, but it was mainly just the tutorial. I'll put it in a solid D, I guess, right near the middle. Okay, next up, let's do Man a Few Words. So this is the quest where you had to rescue Clem. And, you know, Clem's a meme and stuff, and that's great, but the quest, it was alright. I'll also give it a D tier. It's pretty simple, it's nothing crazy. I'm just gonna leave it there. Next up, Saya's Vigil. So this quest was annoying. It got you Gara, which is a good frame. Didn't give much lore. It was required, I think it was required for bounties? Maybe, no wait, no, this one wasn't required for bounties. Never mind, but you do need it for Gara. Looking for the different glass pieces was annoying. The Eidolon parts are cool though, where the Hydras attack the Grineer at the end, but that glass hunt was so annoying. I'm gonna give it an E tier. Next up, the Deadlock Protocol. So this one, oh boy, this quest. This was just an awful update in general. Deadlock Protocol, really lame quest. It had some interesting lore. Protea was annoying to fight. Everything it introduced was really annoying. It required the Zorus to complete, which was alright, I guess, but it was still annoying that I couldn't use any other melees. Protea's bad. The final quest was just so laggy and so difficult when I first unlocked it, because you unlock it so early on. So, just for how annoying it was, I'm going to put it in E tier. Next up, Heart of Deimos. Heart of Deimos was an interesting quest. It was alright. It was mediocre. That was where you got the Necromech, I believe. You went into the vault, you fought the Necromech or whatever. It was meh. It introduced the landscape. It did what it needed to do. I'll put it in C tier. Next up, we have Vox Solaris. Vox Solaris, also another quest that you unlock very early on, but it's very difficult to complete right at the start of the game when you first unlock it. It introduced the Orb Valis, which is alright. I like the aesthetics, but it's pretty buggy. The quest is also kind of buggy, and it's solo only, which is annoying. Nothing great really came from it. It was difficult. It was annoying difficult. And it was right at the start of the game, too. I'll give it E tier. It was not fun to complete when I unlocked it. Next up, Howl of the Q-Brow. So Howl of the Q-Brow, it was basically, you go onto Earth, you get a Q-Brow egg, you get an incubator, and you get an incubator power core, and you use it to get a Q-Brow. It's nothing crazy. I like the Q-Brows that you get from it, but there's really nothing at all to it. So for that reason, I'm going to put it in the F tier, because there's just nothing to the quest. You just kind of get a Q-Brow egg and hatch it. Next up, the Silver Grove. So the Silver Grove is probably the worst quest in the game, the single worst quest in the game. You get Titania, which is a nice frame, but it's also kind of weird at the same time. So it's not like you get a crazy reward. Doesn't really give you an interesting lore. The quest is just really boring. You run around, cross your fingers, but you run into very tiny plants on various tile sets and missions, which is really boring. And the last one is incredibly annoying because only 2 of the plant, it was some kind of moss or something on Mercury. Only 2 spawn on each mission max, and it blends in. It's just really annoying and really bad. I'm gonna put this at the bottom. And while I'm here, I am gonna try and order these within tiers, so I'm just gonna fix this up real quick. Alright, now we're good. I'm gonna try and have this ordered within tiers as well. Okay, Nada. This was where the New War storyline kind of started off. Not the actual, like, New War arc of the game, but this is where the game kind of introduced us to the sentience, to the Lotus's origins, Howl, that kind of thing. I believe most of the mission was just a single defense mission. I believe it was only 2 missions long. It was like, I don't remember what the first one was, but it was just where it introduced Howl, and then it was a 10-wave long defense, which was a really long defense at the time. It was alright. It kind of introduced the lore. It got me excited for the story. It did what it needed to do. I'll give it a C tier. It's alright. The Arcwing. Alright, this quest, I don't remember too much about it. It was pretty forgettable to what I can remember. You got your Arcwing. I really don't remember much about this quest. So it must have been really forgettable, because all the rest of these quests, or at least most of them, I've remembered at least some portion of them. I can't remember a thing about the Arcwing. Got you the Arcwing, which isn't that great. I mean, nobody really uses the Arcwing. I'll probably put it at the top of D tier, and let me just switch these two real quick. Alright, that's what the tier list is looking like so far. Stolen Dreams. So this is where, this and Nada is where the story really started to, where they really started to set up a story. I don't remember too much. I remember there's an arcane boiler fight at the end. You had to find codices from the Grineer and Corpus. It was meh. I'll probably put it right here at the bottom of C tier. A lot of these earlier quests, they aren't crazy. I'm trying to do most of these lower ones first, and like the early game ones. It was alright. It did what it needed to do. The Limbo Theorem. Now this quest was pretty good. Limbo, I love him to pieces. Who doesn't? Limbo is awesome. He may not be the best Warframe in terms of his actual kit, but man, who doesn't love Limbo? The story behind the Warframe was pretty interesting too, which is something that isn't always the case. So I'll put it at B tier. It's definitely above these quests. The New Strange. This one introduced Cephalon Samaris. Let's see, I believe it also introduced Chroma. I don't really know where to put this one. It's kind of in an odd spot. It was a main story quest. It wasn't anything crazy. I'll probably put it... Is it better than Vor's Prize and Arcwing? Yeah, it is. It's better than Stolen Dreams. Slightly. I'll probably put it right here in the middle of C tier. Also, before I get any further into this tier list, I just want to point out, you may have noticed that these quests are not all of them are here. For the ones that are not here, I'm just going to use a little web extension I have here, WebPaint, and I'm just going to stick in the names for the quests. So I'll do those at the end. So if I'm skipping some quests, like Awakening and stuff, it's just because they're newer than this tier list that I'm using. I'll just stick them in at the end. Sands of Inaros. Alright, this was annoying. It was fine at the start. The vases, they weren't too bad, and then it got to the last vase, which was incredibly annoying to complete. Inaros, I like Inaros, but man, the quest was just annoying. The story was kind of interesting, but that vase, that last vase where you've got to kill the certain units, I got a really annoying one. I got the Corpus Bursas and the one type, not any of them, just the one specific type. So, annoying quest. It was kind of interesting, but not that interesting. So I'll probably put it at the top of F tier. Actually, no, I'll put it at the very bottom of E tier, actually. It's better than the Silver Grove and Howl the Kubrow, but it's still really annoying. Mask of the Revenant. Now this one, I just completed this one a few weeks ago, and it's 2022. This quest came out in like 2018 or something. It took me a while to get decent ranks with the quills. It felt unfinished, and I've got better memory on this one than the others because I just finished this one. I don't know. It felt unfinished. There was some lore there. Revenant, I get the story behind him because of the wiki, but I feel like the quest explained it really badly. But it's definitely better than some of these. I'll probably put it right here, high C tier. The Second Dream. Alright, now this is where the quest started to get good. The Second Dream, that was all about... Wait, what was the Second Dream about? Oh yeah, that was about Shadow Stalker introducing Transcendence in the Operator. Really, really solid quest. I loved it. I'm probably gonna put it... I'll put it A tier. It's really good, but I don't know if it's quite S tier. Hidden Messages. This is another Warframe quest. It was alright. I liked the riddles. I just used the wiki. I didn't feel like solving them, and all my questions or all my answers were wrong. I really liked Mirage. It was interesting. It was enjoyable. I'll put it in B tier right below Limbo. It was good, but not quite as good as the Limbo Theorem. I just realized I accidentally put the War Within in E tier instead of Sands of Inneros, so let me just switch that. And while I'm here, the War Within, oh my gosh, this is probably one of the best quests in the game. Instant S tier. Heading into the Kuva Fortress, discovering the full power of the Operator, just that complete journey, learning all about the Operator and his history and Teshin and the Queens and taking out the Elder Queen. I believe this was the first quest where you had actual choices, and it introduced the Operator. Just incredible all around, one of the best quests in the game. Speaking of best quests in the game, Chains of Hera, top of the tier list. I said top of the tier list. Above War Within. In my opinion, Chains of Hera, probably the best quest in the game that I can think of right now. Definitely the best. I love the horror aspect of it. The lore was really cool. It's just barely above the War Within. Like these two are really close, but Chains of Hera is definitely better. Another really good quest, The Sacrifice. S tier, I'd put it right below the War Within. These three, this is like the trinity of the best quests in the game. These are all really good. They're all really close together too. This was a really golden age of quests right here for Second Dream, the War Within, Chains of Hera, and The Sacrifice. These were all really good quests. The Sacrifice, all about Excalibur Umbra and his backstory. Excalibur Umbra, once I got him, he was my main for a long time. Until now I main Trinity. So, incredible quest, really good, just barely below the War Within. These two are definite, Chains of Hera and War Within. I would always have Chains of Hera just slightly above War Within. War Within and Sacrifice, you could persuade me to switch them, depending on the day. They're both just so close. I guess I could go either way. Rising Tide. So this didn't introduce Railjack, but it was where you built your Railjack. It was alright. Nothing crazy. I'll put probably at the bottom of B tier. Because I like everything with Railjack. I like building the Railjack. It was just an alright quest. It wasn't anything crazy. It was just a straightforward, let's build a Railjack quest. Okay, Apostasy Prologue, or I think that's what this one is, because it doesn't match any of the quest icons on the wiki. So I'm just going to say that this is Apostasy Prologue. That twist was great. I feel like it was a little bit uncalled for. Like, there wasn't a ton of build-up. I wasn't part of the community when this first came out, and I already knew about this twist in advance. But I still feel like it didn't have a great build-up. I'd probably put it at the bottom of A tier, along with the second dream. The Jordis Preset. So this one is an Arcwing style quest where you fight the Jordis Golem and you have Jordis and the Juggernauts. Not a great quest. Really not a great quest. The Arcwing boss, it's just annoying. It's annoying and boring. The gathering Juggernaut parts to build the Furliac pods, that's pretty boring. I'll probably stick it at the top of... No, I'll stick it right here. No, I've changed my mind again. Actually, no, I've changed my mind again. Right there, near the bottom of E tier. It wasn't a great quest. Octavia's Anthem. This one was good. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Nothing crazy. No crazy story. I enjoyed it. I put it solid A tier. Octavia's great. The quest was great. I love the... I think it was Howl was trying to hack into Cephalon Suda or something. Use the music to fight it. So, that was pretty fun. Very interesting quest. Very unique. Solid A tier. The Glass Gambit, I believe this was mainly around the Index. And Fraud Beck's rivalry with... It was like Nefania or one of the other Corpus Board members. I don't really remember what this gave you aside from the Index. I think it was mainly just the Index. I might be forgetting something. It was decent. I'll put it right above Rising Tide in B tier. And the last one for this tier list, but this isn't the last quest. I'll rank the ones that aren't on here in a second. We have Patient Zero. Mutilista Lad V, just a really annoying boss. The quest was alright. The boss fight that you unlock is garbage. It's an interesting concept. I like the whole thing about Mesa. Mesa's a nice frame. I have not gotten him yet. Whoops. I'll probably put it at the top of... No, I'll put it at the very bottom of B tier. Okay, now for the quests that are not mentioned on this old tier list. The Awakening. Now, this is just a cutscene at the beginning of the game. It introduces the game better than the original introduction. I'll probably put it... it's alright. Vor's Prize, I think, was a little bit better. So I'll probably put it at D tier. And let's just make that a little... Okay. Next up, for quests that were missed, we have Call of the Tempestary. So Call of the Tempestary, that was with Sevagoth. Very fun quest. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed all of that Voidstorm Railjack stuff. I'll probably put it... I'll put it in A tier. Call of the Tempestary. Okay. I would probably put it above Apostasy Prologue though, so I'll just put a little little arrow right there for the people who are skipping to the very end of the video, which you should not do. Next up, we have, just looking at my list right here in front of me, the New War prologues. They were alright. They were a good build up to the New War. I'd put them, I don't know. They were alright. It was Chimera Prologue, Era, and the Maker. It was really just build up though. I'll put it B tier. I would probably put it... I would probably put it right here. That's a really bad arrow, but I think you all get the point. New War Prologue would go right there. I'm sorry, I'm working with what I got here. Next up, we have the Wave Rider. I will give a quick disclaimer. I have not finished this quest. I'm about halfway through it, and I'm just so fed up with doing all these crazy tricks for a boring story about Ureli, a frame that I do not care about. E tier. Not a fun quest. Doesn't give you a great reward. Oh, hey, I can just put this little arrow in here. I'd probably put it like right here. In between Jorda's Precept and Deadlock Protocol. And then we have the New War. New War, great quest, really great quest. I'd probably put it here. Let me move this. I would put it at the bottom of S tier. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's the best. Whoops, I'm just trying to move this around. I don't think it's the best quest. It's pretty good. I feel like it went on for a little bit too long. It was definitely a solid quest though. Solid S tier, but it would probably be at the bottom. Last one, Angels of the Zariman. Good quest. I would probably put it here. Wait, let me move this down. I would put it right here. I would put Angels of Zariman at the bottom of A tier. So that's the tier list of Warframe quests. If I missed anything, please let me know. I hope you all enjoyed. Have a great day.